Morning, guys. Um, I wanted to come make this really quick video. Um, it could be a lot longer just because, my heart is just kind of heavy this morning with just thoughts and things. So I'm gonna have to get myself better, before I really get to work and get started on my day because I don't want to go the whole day like this. But to sum it up, I've been watching this show. I don't even know the name of it, but it's something on YouTube. This guy interviews homeless people, talks about their life, what got them to that state, and things like that. And I've watched a few of them, and the very few that I've watched, a couple of them really kind of, I guess they really stuck with me because some of it is just to me so foolish. That this life is so, it goes so quick. It goes so quick. And we really think that we have all the time in the world. Most of the people, I mean, I believe he interviews women also. I've seen women on there too. I haven't watched a whole lot of them, like I say, but the majority I've seen, the majority of the ones that I've seen are men that he has been talking to and everything. And a couple of them, you know, this one guy, this one particular guy, his story was that basically at the end of the day, he was married, he had a wife and children. He and when the guy basically asked him like, well, why are you homeless? Like, what happened? The guy's story was really talking about his wife run her mouth. That's what he said. His wife run her mouth, and it's just done. It's over. He asked him if they tried therapy, counseling, all this kind of stuff. He's like, nah, it's just done. It's just over. At the end of all of that, he gets off camera and he just breaks down crying. And the reason, in my opinion, I'm not trying to judge him. I'm not trying to judge his situation because there was a lot of stuff also that I think he was holding back and didn't want to tell and wasn't saying. Um, I think this guy's wife wanted more from him than he wanted to give. I think he just had a bum mentality anyway. And I think her running her mouth was telling him to get up and do something and go get a job and whatever. That's really honestly what I think. Because to me, to leave a whole marriage where you got security, a wife, your children, you got a family to live out on the street is retarded to me. So anyway, the next one, this one particular guy, black man as well. This guy, he talked about, he said he had a job and everything, just can't find a place to live. Okay. He talked about in his story doing a bid, which, that's going to prison. Say he did 5 years. Guy asked him, what you go to prison for? He said, oh, I took a rap for my friend. So basically, he took the charge for a friend of his who he said would have gotten life, and he only got 5 years. And he said he was married for 10 years, had a wife and children. Um, and when he asked him like, well, what happened, in your marriage and everything, he said, I think he said, I don't know how this could have happened, and you all may go and find, watch the show, whatever. But the guy said that his wife, for 10 years, he didn't know she was schizophrenic and bipolar. And she stopped taking her medication. And I guess he didn't want her to do something to herself or something to happen. And he go to back to prison for it. I think he's lying. I think that makes no sense at all. It's no way that a woman can hide for 10 years in a marriage that she takes medication. It's no way. It's no way. No way. Um, I think once again he's lying. He's holding back. He's not telling the real truth. But here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out the the what is the word I'm looking for? The not sincerity or dedication, but the love, I guess, that some of these men, black men especially, have for each other is is crazy to me. You would do 5 years in prison for your friend, but you're married to a woman. Oh, and I didn't finish telling it. He said that that same day, when she started acting crazy, that very same day, he said he called his mom and asked for a bus ticket to leave. And I don't think he's been back since. And so, like I say, my thing is you would do 5 years in prison of your life for a friend, but the woman that you're married to, intimate with, have children with, you up and leave her the very first time you say you saw her acting crazy after 10 years, and you just up and bail, and that's it. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out the logic in that. I'm trying to figure out, because here's my thing: you homeless, you're homeless, and I'm trying to figure out like, I'm trying to figure out like, where's that friend? Where's that friend that you did 5 years for? Again, I'm pretty sure he's somewhere in prison anyway. He's somewhere in prison anyway, because like I say, how does that make sense to you when now you're homeless and that you can't go to nobody now? Like you're like, it's crazy. And he talking about he even got his son, his children, all that, and they know he homeless and they're not gonna help him. What you did to their mom? I mean, what? I mean, leaving a woman bipolar, we say schizophrenic and bipolar with children is bad enough. Like, can you imagine the life that those kids? I'm sure she didn't hurt him. I'm sure she probably, did what she could to help him. But you know how hard that is. I mean, like, it just behooves me, this bro love that guys have for one another. All these dudes out here, just wanted to go get in trouble. Want to go hang out with their friends. Want to, there was a woman too that I want to talk about real quick before I go. There was this one woman who you could see her attitude. You could just see her. Her attitude was just, yes, I sure did. Uh huh. I mean, this is her attitude. And I'm like, and so basically the guy asked her, he's like, what happened in your life? Like, what happened? And she was like, she was about 14 or 15, living with her grandmother. She said she basically came in talking slick, talking noise, whatever. Her grandmother wasn't up for it, wasn't going to deal with her mouth, wasn't going to deal more than likely with her attitude, because she got the same attitude even today, and put her out. And she said she ain't been able to go back. And I can tell you why she ain't been able to go back, because she ain't stopped her attitude. She got the same effed up attitude, and her grandmother not going to deal with that. And here's my thing: who do you expect, and why do you expect someone You're stubborn, you're rebellious, you're hard headed. You don't want to listen. You don't want to do nothing but hang out with your friends and be with your friends and get lit, like my daughter always talking about. Who do you think want to deal with that? Especially an older person. This woman, I don't know her life, but this woman done lived her life. She's now in her golden years. And you start getting toward your 50s, 60s, and all that. That's your golden years right there. And you're trying your best to live, life for yourself. You getting to be on fixed income. You know, already went through all of the bull crap in your own life. Why would I want to deal with more stuff with from some hard haired, rebellious, fast, hot in the ass little girl? And I'm finna take that deal with your mouth. Really? You know, I really try. I really, really try, even with my daughter. So you all know some of the stuff I'm going through and dealing with my daughter. Um, Completely defiant, completely rebellious, don't want to listen, just want to get lit, just want to go out and be with her friends and all that. And my daughter has so much grace in that she has been in therapy. She has so many people around her there to support her, to help her if she wants it. Um, School is still an option. I'm an option. I'm still here. And I get completely disrespected. I get completely disrespected, complete defiance, complete rebellion. Won't go to therapy, won't go to school halfway. I mean, just won't do nothing. And my fear, my fear and the pain, because I've had to accept a lot of things in these last few years of her acting like this. I've had to accept the fact that can't nobody teach her nothing, and she's gonna have to do what she wants to do when she's ready to do it. And I can talk to blue in the face because she doesn't listen. And it's not going to be until, and I pray this is not it, but until she has to learn the hard lessons of life and just see it for herself. And that's my heartbreak. That's my fear. That is the thing that bothers me so. Is because I know she gonna regret it. I know she gonna regret it because you're not going to have the same opportunities as an underage kid that you finna have. You're not finna have it in a year or so, a couple of years. She'll be 18. She's not going to have them opportunities. Nobody's going to take care of you. Nobody's going to put up with you. Nobody's going to be disrespected by you. I mean, it just, if I could tell any kid, any child, I mean, listen to your parents and don't be rebellious. Don't get out here and think that this life that once I get free, once I get to be 18, once I get to be grown, I'm gonna do what I want to do. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing but go to jail because the stuff that you're doing as a child, when you try that stuff as an adult, you're going to jail. That's it. And more tears for your mom, more heartache for your family. Just putting yourself in situations and in a life that you don't even have to be in. My daughter doesn't have to be in the life that she's in. She got up, picked up, found people like that because I didn't expose her to that. No one has exposed her to that. She went out and found friends, found people she thought was cool, found people she thought was lit, and even these people are not in her life right now. To me, that's grace. To me, that's a chance. Now all of that is gone from you. Now you can pick up and you can get up and you can go and you can do what you want to do and you can finish school because she's horribly smart, horribly smart. But the longer you stay out of school, the harder it's gonna be to go back. But I'm gonna get off here, y'all. I gotta go to work. Um, Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for, uh, please subscribe. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Until the next video.